Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me for Coastal Connections. I'm Ashley Smith. Of course, we know that this is summertime. The kids are on vacation. Of course, they want to have fun this summer, but we need to make sure they are ready for the fall. And to kind of kick off our program today, we are talking about a summer reading program that's going to help them get ready for the next school year. And joining us now to talk about that, Nicole Steele and Kelly Straub, both with Norfolk Public Library. We're happy to have you ladies here today talking about something very important, not just for the kids, but for adults as well. So Kelly, tell us about this program.
Sure. So it's our summer reading program, and it is kicked off officially. We started this weekend, so we're excited to have everybody coming out to the branches to get signed up. They can also sign up online, but it's important that it's for kids, teens, and adults. We want everybody in the family participating in summer reading because it's really important that parents model that reading behavior for their kids. And then, of course, for the kids, so they're staying involved in reading while school's out. We want them to still have fun and come out to the branch and enjoy everything that's going on, but keep that reading going so that they're ready to hit the ground running when September comes. And
this is something that up until August 5th you can sign up for? Is there a cutoff of?
It goes for an entire 6 weeks, so they can sign up whenever, but the sooner the better, so they can really take part of everything, because there are incentive prizes as they go along. So as kids hit certain minutes read, they can receive prizes. And then, of course, we're asking for adults to submit short little Yelp-style reviews, is what I call them, just a couple sentences or so, if they liked the book or if they didn't, you know, basic things like that. And then they're entered in to win grand prizes as well.
Very, very nice. And this is such a cool program, and we have to get to why this is so important. So you work with kids, you certainly know how things change for them over the summer. So tell me a little bit about that summer slide, what it is that you see that happens with kids over the summer that you guys are trying to prevent.
Well, you know, that's a pretty big break. So if they don't keep up with their reading, they kind of lose a lot of the skills that they developed over the year, which puts them at a disadvantage when they start the next year. They're going to be behind other kids who may have kept up those skills over the summer. So that's what we're really trying to help prevent.
And Nicole, what is the beauty of having parents and kids kind of reading and doing these activities together? What have you seen that has been such a benefit to have everyone in the same room together?
Well, really, people just have a lot of fun. It builds relationships in families. It builds so many important skills. I mean, not just literacy, but like imagination, experimentation. Kids, they're not afraid to do new things. So we really want to encourage all that good stuff.
It's a beautiful thing, and I'm not sure if we saw the pictures already because I was just really enthralled with the conversation, but there are some pictures right there. And I do want to talk about, you know, Kelly, again, this is not just reading. This is you know, interactive stuff. This is kind of, you know, picking on all different, you know, parts of their brain. So talk about some of the activities we're seeing here on the screen right now.
Yeah, so there's more than just reading happening at our libraries, and we're lucky enough to have one of the most robust systems in the area. So not just our Slover, our main library, but out at Pretlow and all of our neighborhood branches, they have programming set all summer long, and it's fun challenges, it's petting zoos, we bring different partners in like the aquarium and the zoo, so it's something really for everyone to come out and have fun. Parents typically have just as much fun as the kids, which is great. That's what we're here for. We really want them to explore and develop things together.
Okay, now let's just say that, you know, there's someone that's watching and they're maybe still not convinced, so let's get to these prizes, because prizes get people all the time, right? So tell us about some of the prizes that they can win at the end of the program.
Well, for the kids, when they sign up, they get a prize. And then halfway through, when they've hit their 150 minutes, they get another prize. And then once they hit their 300 minutes, they get a prize. So for adults, they actually, once they've finished their 3 reviews, they get entered into a drawing for an iPad.
Nice. Yeah. There you go. Hook, line, sinker.
But on top of that, for the adults, there's weekly prizes too. So as long as they're entering in a review, they can be entered into a weekly for a Samsung tablet.
That's fantastic.
And then each branch is also raffling off, thanks to our friends of Norfolk Public Library, a basket specific to that particular neighborhood. Perfect. So as long as they have signed up for summer reading, they're entered into that.
You're entered into it, and you can take your iPad or your tablet and continue reading throughout the rest of the year. Fantastic. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us, and all this information not only on our website, but also norfolkpubliclibrary.org/SRP. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Coastal Connections. You know, Hampton Roads is known for a few staple things that you can come to the area and visit at any time, and one of those things, certainly Norfolk Botanical Garden. In fact, they're coming up on their 80th anniversary next year, so if you have not yet visited Norfolk Botanical Garden or you have plans to over the summer, let's talk about what you can do in the summer and in the fall. And joining us to talk about that is Michael Desplaines and Kelly Welsh. Happy to see you both yet again.
Yes. Great to see you again.
No stranger here at ABC 13, either one of you, so it's great for you to be here. Let's talk about what we can do over the summer. Kelly, I'm going to start with you. Lantern Asia, that's certainly a fantastic event that you guys have. Tell us about it.
So that is something to think about now, mark on your calendar for next year.
Nice.
So it's 2018, March, April through part of May. So we're very excited about that.
And that's all part of the 80th anniversary, or?
Yeah, it's under the umbrella for the 80th anniversary. And if you didn't have a chance to experience Lantern Asia in 2016, I definitely recommend it. These pieces are colossal, art by day, magic by night. These pieces light up and they are huge. 4-story pagoda, a dragon that's the size of 6 school buses. Pretty magnificent.
Well, you know, I tell you what, everything in Norfolk Botanical Garden is magnificent. In fact, you kind of create a tradition of just waiting for these events to be set up and going every year. My family and I always go at Christmas time. So, yeah, that's another amazing event. So, Michael, let's get to, you know, I'm putting you on the spot here, your favorite exhibit over at Norfolk Botanical Garden.
Right now, the Butterfly House, I think. It just opened Father's Day weekend. Hundreds and hundreds of native butterflies inside a beautiful greenhouse, staffed with volunteers and experts on butterflies, and the plants in there are also great too.
So how does that work? So you literally just get to walk around, touch things, and the butterflies are just like flying around you?
They'll land on you. You'll see larvae on plants feeding. You'll see them in all different stages. We have butterfly experts that'll talk to you. We have a little hatch house where like they're hatching that you can watch. Yeah, it's really neat.
How beautiful is that? And I'm sure there are people in there who are also explaining how the process works. So it's educational and also kind of amazing.
Very
They're just landing on you. So neat. Okay, so that's Lantern Asia. We know that the Butterfly House is obviously going to be a major hit. Let's talk about what else is going on. Sunday Dog Days. What exactly is that?
Yeah, so that's great. So all the summer we're dedicating the day, Sundays in the summer, to dogs. So dogs are part of the family, and we know that. We've had a lot of people reach out to us. So it's a day that you and your whole family, including Fido, can enjoy the garden. We have 175 acres to explore. We just want to remind people to make sure they pick up after Fido.
That's right.
But it's a great opportunity to bring out the whole family.
And let's talk a little bit more about that too, because you know we have a lot of animal lovers here in Hampton Roads. I have 2 dogs, would love to be able to bring them out. Are there any other restrictions you need to keep in mind other than, you know, grabbing the pooper scooper?
Yeah, want to make sure they have to be on a leash at all times. Not allowed in the children's garden or the Butterfly House, just for safety reasons and that sort of thing. But otherwise, the dogs are allowed just like the rest of your family. So it's $5, including human admission as well. But if you're a member, it's free to get in, and it's free for your dog.
Fair. And you know what? Let's go into that a little bit more, because membership to Norfolk Botanical Garden will certainly get you a lot of things, as Kelly just mentioned. Michael, what are the other benefits of having a membership to the garden?
So we find a lot of people return many times during the season. We are literally open 365 days a year. So whenever you come to the garden, there's something to see and explore. The children's garden is really popular, especially when the fountains are on that the kids can play in April through October. So a lot of parents will buy a family membership to come back as a result of that. Members get discounts on all programs, obviously free admission when you come, discounts on any special exhibit that we run, like at Christmas Lights or Lantern Asia, discounts in the gift shop. You get all of our mailings, and most importantly, you get the chance to support us in the work that we do around education and the environment.
Now really quickly, because we're running a little bit short on time, Kelly, quick question here. For those that are from here, they've visited plenty of times to the garden, why go again this year, and of course for the 80th anniversary?
Sure. Well, it's an ever-changing landscape. I work there. I'm there every single day, and I always see something new. So it's always changing. We're always trying to bring new things to the table, and and for the 80th, come celebrate with us. It's going to be really exciting.
Absolutely. Can't wait. And again, norfolkbotanical.org, and of course on our website as well, 13newsnow.com. You can get more info. Kelly, Michael, great to see you.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys so much. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Coastal Connections. Listen, I know it's June, but we need to talk about July because the 4th at the Fort is coming up. And if you haven't been before, we have a couple of folks who are going to talk about it right now and give you an idea of what you can expect. So joining me right now is Rich Ancliffe and Glenn Oder. They are both a part of the event, but in a couple of different ways. So we're going to talk about how here in just a moment. I do want to start here with you, Glenn. Let's talk about what 4th at the Fort is for those that maybe haven't attended before.
Well, this is our celebration of the 4th of July in Hampton, Virginia at Fort Monroe. It's a partnership between the City of Hampton, the National Park Service, and the Fort Monroe Authority. We're very excited this year to have the expanded and enhanced fireworks display. In the past, we've done a shorter display that was over top of the fortress. This year, we're moving out into Mill Creek, which is right behind the fortress, and the fireworks will be anywhere from 100 feet tall to 400 feet tall with reflections in the water. It's going to be spectacular.
Absolutely beautiful. How many years have you all had 4th at the Fort?
Well, we've been doing it about 5 years now. We skipped 1 year, and a lot of people showed up and they were upset that it wasn't there. That was our first year.
Yeah.
The Army probably did, there's probably been a fireworks display ever since 1776 at
Sure.
Fort Monroe. So yes, this is our big show. We'll have a lot of people there, and we're going to have food vendors, and there'll be community exhibitors that'll be there. It's really a whole day of activities at Fort Monroe. I hope people will go to the website and look at some of the exciting things that are taking place at Fort Monroe that day.
Absolutely, and that website, fmauthority.com, just for folks that may be interested. There it is on your screens. Now let's get to why, another reason why this is such a fantastic year, the 100th anniversary of NASA Langley Research Center. Rich, tell us about the partnership that you guys are going to be having with 4th at the Fort.
Right, so we're really excited to have a partner like the Fort Monroe Authority, because we're trying to celebrate our 100th anniversary. That doesn't come around very often, right? Yeah. July 17th is actually our birthday, and so it's very close to the 4th of July. So we're actually going to be bringing out a lot of exhibits for kids and youth to actually learn a little bit more about science and about exploration, about the solar system. There'll be a lot of games for them to play. So I think it'll be a really fun day in addition to all the things that are normally there for the 4th at the Fort.
Absolutely, and you know how kids certainly love everything NASA and space, and so that's going to be quite the spectacular event. July 17th, 100 years. Wow, that's incredible. All right, let's get back to the 4th at the Fort. Let's talk about this flag ceremony. That's going to start at 10 o'clock on the 4th. So what all goes into the ceremony? Is there anything that people might not expect that might happen at the ceremony?
Well, we'll be doing this in combination with the Monroe Foundation, and so this is sort of our partnership across the state of Virginia, and they'll be there, and we'll do a flag retirement ceremony there, and so that'll be a way to honor our president, James Monroe, and the namesake for Fort Monroe. So we're excited about that as well.
Absolutely. All right, let's get to all of the other activities that people can expect there. Of course, there's going to be great entertainment. I'm assuming food of some sort, right?
Well, we've got the beaches from dawn to dusk. We've got fishing on the fishing pier there. All this is free. And then we'll have the food vendors that'll start rolling in. Ouzelfinch Craft Brewery and their food vendors opens up at 11 o'clock. Ouzelfinch is the perfect place to camp out because it's right where the fireworks are going to be. And so that's going to be a very popular spot. We also we'll have community activities taking place where people can come and experience some of the community activities. And again, the food vendors will be there. So it's really going to be a great day. Oh, and the United States Air Force Heritage of America band. This is their full spectrum band, which is their deployment band. And they will be there, and they do top 40. So it's going to be a really exciting evening of activities.
Dancing, eating, partying, celebrating. Of course, a lot to celebrate this year. Really quickly, while we have a little bit of time, Rich, is there anything that people need to be aware of when they're signing up for activities on the NASA side? Is there anything they have to pay for? Are there certain clothes they should be wearing? Anything that they need to keep in mind?
No, I would just say bring your fun clothes. There's going to be a lot of fun events. The kids can color. There's going to be bean bag tosses. There's going to be matching games, etc. Also should mention that this is a great event. We're going to have an open house at Langley at NASA on October 21st. So we're glad to have the whole community come in for that event too, to share our celebration of the 100th with them.
Awesome. And for a good contact or an email in order to find out more about the 100th anniversary, is there a specific one for you all?
Yeah, they can just go to the NASA website and they can link down to NASA Langley and find out all about it.
Awesome. And for more on the 4th at the Fort, fmauthority.com, as well as our website, 13newsnow.com. Glenn and Rich, wonderful to have you both here today. Going to be a fantastic event on July 4th.
Oh, happy 4th of July.
Absolutely.
Yep. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back. right, welcome back to Coastal Connections. Some of you may know I'm an alum of Old Dominion University, so I'm really excited about this next interview. But I've actually never done what we're about to talk about here, so I'm going to learn right along with you. We're talking about the Monarch Cobia Classic. So what is that? I can't tell you. There are some folks here that are going to explain it to you, and that is Jennifer Keenan and Scott Price. You both are with the Alumni Association Board as well as the MCC Committee. So let's go into, guys, like what exactly this whole thing is. Scott, we'll start with you. The Monarch Cobia Classic.
Yeah, so this is our inaugural event, so this is our first time. It's going to benefit the ODU Alumni Scholarship Fund, so that supports nearly 30 students every year. It's a great event. We're excited for it. We've been working hard to get this going.
So that's why I never did it, because it's the first year. Okay,
yes,
great.
First year.
And I graduated just a couple of years ago. Anyway, moving on. Right. We all just, just last year. It's so funny. Every time I go back to the campus, it's different. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Jennifer, what exactly happens during the Cobia Classic? Because I have never done any of these activities before, so I'm kind of fascinated myself.
Well, with the fishing tournament, it starts off with a captain's meeting. The dates are going to be July 13th to July 15th. So July 13th will be the captain's meeting, and then the 14th and the 15th will be the actual tournament. So lines in 7 o'clock in the morning, 2 weigh stations, one at Marina Shores in Virginia Beach, and the other at Salt Ponds in Hampton. We have lots of great support from our sponsors. The boats in the registration, the boats to register, excuse me, are the price will go up as of July 1st.
Okay.
So everybody get in and get registered and get ready to fish and have fun.
This is going to be so neat. Okay, now I'm going to ask kind of probably I don't want to say weird question, but I'm just speaking more for myself and then for those that I know that have allergies. So I'm allergic to like all seafood, okay? Now, I'm assuming that does not, Scott, play into participating in this because that's going to only be if you're cooking it, right?
Yeah, so I said, if you're allergic to seafood, that's no problem. You can still have a good time, go fishing. If you're not fishing, please join us. We have a dock party at Marina Shores Yacht Club on Saturday night at 7. So we're excited about that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll have live music by Roosterfoot. And then we'll also have a special appearance by Washington Redskins cheerleaders. So if you can't fish, if you're allergic to fish, we'd still like to see you come have a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So there's still plenty for you to do, even if you can't physically participate in the tournament itself. And that's good to know, because there are people that, would still love to be a part of it, and this is a great way they can take part in it for sure. Now let's talk more about that food, because again, you would think seafood would be your main thing. It's your events and your parties and that sort of thing, but you guys won't just have seafood. You have a special caterer, I believe, that might not have anything necessarily to do with seafood.
No, I don't think at the dock party we're going to have any seafood, actually, because after people have been fishing,
they're over it.
They're going to be very hungry. We will have one of our sponsors is Anheuser-Busch, so we will have some libations available, as well as some good hearty food, some barbecue and chicken and all kinds of great food, great music, and a good time.
Very nice. Okay, now, of course, this is for ODU, put on by ODU, but Scott, do you necessarily have to have some sort of affiliation with ODU in order to participate?
No, so we welcome everyone to participate. So this is an open opportunity for everyone to be able to participate in the competition, as well as just have a great time at all the events that surround it.
And of course, Jennifer, this being a competition, you would think that, you'd need to know a thing or two about fishing, but for those like myself that have never held a rod before, is there an opportunity to learn at the event?
Sure. You can be an angler on one of the boats, and you can fish with other more seasoned anglers, and enjoy yourself. Just watch if you want to just watch and learn.
That's very cool. And you brought something here?
I did. I blocked it all. I blocked all of this. But yes, this is an inaugural T-shirt for you.
Oh, this is awesome.
So please enjoy it. Please wear it. You may.
I can open it now. Okay, so we have a few seconds left, so I'll do it really quickly. But just to kind of cap everything off here, I've got my inaugural shirt now. It's going to be a fantastic event, guys, and I'm certainly going to try this on here in just a few moments. But you can go to odualumni.org/Cobia Classic to find out more info on our website as well, 13newsnow.com. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Coastal Connections. Let's talk about our young ladies. They go through so many things as they're growing up. I can certainly attest to it myself. Insecurity issues, low self-esteem. They sometimes have to deal with bullying. And every so often, we just need to remind them that they are beautiful inside and out. So there's an event happening next month that's going to do just that. And here to talk about it is Caressa Williams with Building Hope Incorporated and Little Miss Dawn Harris participating in Princess for a Day next month. Thank you, ladies, for being here. This is a fantastic event that's really needed for our young ladies. So, Caressa, tell us more about this event and what's going to happen that day.
Well, on July the 8th, we're going to have lots of little girls along with their escorts. They're going to actually walk a red carpet with the floodlights up and down the ballroom, and they're going to be crowned Princess for a Day by either Miss Virginia Teen, Miss DC Teen, or Miss Maryland International. And it's all about empowering them that you're beautifully and wonderfully made just the way you are. So it's not a competition, it is just embodying that beauty and that essence that they already have.
Now, why did you think that this was something that would be necessary in our communities? Was there a certain time where you saw young ladies like Dawn and felt that they needed it, or how did this come about?
Well, I think there's always a lot of competition and about who's the cutest, who has the cutest dress. So to combat bullying, low self-esteem, we always want them to understand that they're unique just the way they are. So we believe this program taps into that inner beauty, and we know that if you feel beautiful on the outside, it radiates on the outside because you really are beautiful anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we thought we used this as a tool to really go against all the stigmas and all the things that little girls and boys go through to make them know that they're all equal and they're all just wonderful.
It's really a mental thing.
Yes.
If you think it, then you are it.
And you embody it and you take on that. So on that day, they're going to all walk around with tiaras. They're going to all know that they are just absolutely amazing. Yes.
I'm so excited. And let's get to Little Miss Dawn here. Is this the first year that you're doing this?
Yes.
Okay, now why did you decide to be a part of this program?
Because it will help me feel more empowered and confident in myself.
Now, of course, you guys have done a couple rehearsals up until this point, so you've had a chance to meet some of the other young ladies. Tell me how that's been interacting with the other young ladies participating.
It's been very fun, and it was a good experience for me to meet other people.
Very nice. And if there's someone who might be watching and saying, I think that my daughter might, really benefit from this, or I think I might want to try it, what would you say to encourage them to try perhaps the next Princess for a Day event?
Believe in yourself because you're beautiful from the inside and out.
I love it. Absolutely. And I love that tiara, girl. Work it. You look fantastic. And it's just important to know that you're always a princess. I mean, if you keep telling yourself that, then you're going to believe it, and the people around you will believe it as well. And this event, of course, is put on by Building Hope. So tell us about that organization, Caressa, as well, because you guys do a lot more than just Princess for a Day.
Yes. Well, our goal is to tap into all the things that just cause us as individuals just to be whole and just go to the next level. So we do a large back to school drive. We do training to do skills, excel in Word. We also do Christmas for 500 children through the Angel Tree program. We also do a dream project for families that may have a special wish. We tap into and use our partners to make that wish come true. So we're busy, and right now we're in the middle of a summer empowerment program. So we're busy throughout the year.
Absolutely, that's a lot.
Yes.
It'll certainly keep you occupied.
Yes.
Well, back to Princess for a Day. For those that might be watching, want to get their daughter, their niece involved, maybe they're watching, they want to get involved for the next program. What are the specifications? How old do you have to be, and how can they get in contact with you?
The specifications are they must be between 3 and 15 years old. When they apply, we add a little piece that they have to have good grades too, because it's not about them just walking the red carpet. We want to make sure that they know to encourage them to keep the good grades. So when they do the application, we do require them to turn in their report card, so that's to encourage them to stay on, have good grades so that they can be a part of it. So they can contact us, they can go to our website, and we'll send them an application. But we are still open even for this one, because you can just walk the aisle with, we will tell them what to do. Absolutely. So they could still do that as well.
Perfect.
Yes.
And that website is buildinghopeinc.org. Princess for a Day happening on July 8th. We're excited you ladies are here with us. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful Sunday.